Hey guys, Mamba 2.0 here. In today's video, we're going to learn a little bit about what is keto diet, how it affects your body, and how you can get started if you're interested. So if you've heard about keto and you'd like to try it, please keep watching. The keto diet is short for ketogenic diet. It's a diet that's been actually around for years and years and years. But now it's technically a fad diet, right? Because everyone wants to get on it because a lot of people are losing weight on it. So what is it? The diet is about high fat, moderate protein, and very low carb, okay? If you follow this, your body will go into a state of what's called ketosis. Now, when you're in ketosis, that means your body is burning fat for fuel. That's the primary fuel source. Right now, the standard American diet, which has about 50% or more carbs, will cause you to use sugar as a fuel source instead of fat, okay? And this is just how we normally function. So when you burn fat, your body will produce something called ketones. These ketones are what's circulating in your blood. It's giving you that energy, okay? So instead of just burning carbs, you're gonna be burning fat. So that's kind of the concept about the ketogenic diet. That's how it got its name. So your body is capable of burning sugar for energy or burning fat for energy, but your body won't just start burning fat unless you basically push it to. And the way that you make your body into a fat burning machine is by staying very low carb. Staying very low carb will cause your body to enter a state of ketosis and start burning your own fat for fuel, for energy, for all that good stuff. So what does this look like for us? So the diet in terms of percentages, it's about 75% fat, 20 to 25% protein, and then only 5% carbs. Eating in this type of ratio will drop your sugar levels low enough and your insulin levels low enough so that you can start burning your own fat for energy. So think about it like this. Your body's kind of lazy and that it would just use its default settings, right? And your default settings are basically just burning sugar for fuel. Now, we don't want the default settings. The default settings just doesn't make you feel very good. You wake up tired, you go to sleep tired, you probably don't sleep as well. You're constantly hungry, right? Just things that you don't realize until you start doing keto, because you're like, wow, this is really a lot different than the way that I was eating before. But if you are burning fat for fuel, you have more energy. That brain fog that you usually get, or those bloats that you would get from eating a carb heavy meal, go away. Your mental clarity is out the roof. I know it sounds weird, right? Like, how can eating fat make you more focused? But it's weird that it does that. So that brain fog goes away. Those lazy feelings that you get from having a huge carb heavy meal go away, and you just have constant energy throughout the day. You're not, it's 3 p.m. it's time to eat a Snickers bar because I have no energy, or that coffee, because I'm tired. So those are some of the things that you will see once you start getting into ketosis and actually burning fat for fuel instead of sugar. So we don't want those blurry white noise type of days, right? We want those 4K HD premium type of days where you wake up and you're ready to go. And that's how you function and feel on the keto diet. Your mood becomes elevated, you feel good, you start wanting to work out, and you drop weight. I mean, hello, that's cool. Those pockets of fat that you've been wanting to get rid of, but it's like extremely hard, because it's hard for your body to tap into those stores unless you push it and make it to do that. So this is how our standard way of eating works, right? So you eat something, it's going to raise your sugar levels, right? And then once it gets to a level where it's too high, insulin is going to come and drop it down. Well, to normal levels. Okay, this is what our body does day in and day out. You eat something, sugar levels rises, insulin comes in, brings it down. So I want you to think, this gets a little sciencey, and I don't want to make this video very sciencey. I will link more sciencey type of videos below so you guys can learn more. I want to make it very simple and easy for you to follow. So in that case, we're going to be talking about glucose on this side and insulin on this side, and they go hand in hand. When glucose goes up, insulin goes up. When glucose comes down, insulin goes down. So the main key here is insulin is the fat storing hormone, okay? Fat storing hormone. So it can be the bad guy, but it's also the good guy. In a sense, basically, you need to have insulin in your body. If not, you will die. So a lot of type 1 diabetics don't make insulin, so they have to actually inject themselves with insulin, because having too much sugar in your bloodstream will cause you to go into a coma and die. You can't have too much sugar, you can't have too little sugar. So there's got to be a balance. So that's where insulin comes in and tries to normalize your glucose. And the thing about the keto diet is that a lot of people don't talk about is it's a lot about glucose and insulin. I want you to think of sugar as being something that's toxic to your body, right? That's kind of the best way to explain it. So your blood, the average human has about 5.5 liters of blood in their body. Okay, that's about, those 2 liter those 2 liter bottles, about 2.5 of those of just blood. Now, an average normal blood sugar fasting, that means without eating, is about 80, which is only about 1 teaspoon mixed in those 5.5 liters. That's a very little amount, okay? That's enough. That's more than enough for your body. We eat a lot more sugar than that. So you're constantly having your body increase in sugar, right? When you eat something, and then you bring insulin, it comes back down, and it's a cycle of constantly bringing your sugar up, dropping it down, bringing it up, dropping it down. Now, what does that look like in real life? So you eat something, you're good, your sugar spiking, right? Insulin's coming in, it's bringing it down. Now, when it's starting to go down, that's when you start getting hungry, you start getting those mood swings. It's time to eat again, right? Because sugar is an addictive thing. So you want the sugar again. So you go back and eat the same thing or whatever. It's going to spike your insulin and your sugar, and it's going to go back down. And guess what? 2-3 hours later, you're hungry again. You want to eat the junk, right? So the keto diet, it stabilizes your blood sugar throughout the day because you're eating a lot of fat and very little carbs. So what does that look like? Your carbs will spike your glucose at a very fast rate, depending on their glycemic index. So I know I'm getting a little sciencey, but you have your low glycemic foods and your high glycemic foods. And your low glycemic foods for carbs is basically something that takes a longer time to bring those sugar levels up. Things like sweet potato and, like just your regular good complex carbs. But high glycemic index foods like cereal, Pop-Tarts, all that stuff that's highly processed will shoot your insulin. As soon as you eat it, you shoot your glucose up and bring it down really fast as well. So that's not good. Those spikes in your glucose is so bad for you, okay? We don't want that. What we want is to keep a nice steady level. Now, people on the keto diet, they'll tell you, dude, I'm not hungry. I know they probably don't say dude, but dude, I'm not hungry. Why? Why is that? And that's because you're eating food that satiates you, that keeps you full, and you're not constantly doing this with your sugar numbers all day, up, down, up, down, up, down. Fat has little to no impact on your blood glucose levels. So what does that mean? I eat a lot of a fatty meal, let's say just oils, a coffee with heavy cream, MCT oils, whatever. The amount of glucose that's going to make it go up is very little to none. When you would eat anything else that has the carbs, it's going to bring your sugar up. Now again, sugar and insulin go hand in hand, right? They go up together and down together. So if I'm eating something high, insulin comes in. Now why is this important? Insulin is your fat storing hormone. Insulin basically unlocks the key to get that glucose into your cell, and it's going to store it for later use. So fat is basically all your stored energy, which it sounds great if I was dying in a cave and I needed to eat something, but I didn't have anything, so my body's basically eating itself. That's kind of like what you're doing on the keto diet. You're forcing your body to stop running on sugar and start running off of fats. The more sugar you eat, the more insulin you will secrete, because it's got to bring it down something. Sugar is toxic to your body. If you have too much sugar, you will die. If you have too little sugar, you will die. Point blank. So insulin will make you fat. In theory, you want to keep those insulin levels low, those glucose levels low, and that way you can burn your own body's fat for energy. And it's such a cleaner, more premium fuel source. So I know that was a little sciencey, but I wanted you to understand how that all comes to play. How your sugar is going to affect your insulin, and it's going to affect the way, the constant hunger that you feel, right? That you feel, that you think you're hungry, because all of those highs and lows of your sugar will make you crash later. You don't want that. You want that steady energy. You want those steady low blood sugar levels, so that you're not secreting insulin all the time. Insulin equals fat storing. Insulin is fat storing, right? We don't want that. So that's why when you do keto, you're not hungry, you have high energy, and you're just like ready to go. So the keto diet is very muscle sparing, in that when you're losing weight, you're losing fat and you're getting lean without losing your muscle too. So they've done tons of research on this. That way you're looking leaner, but you're not like getting like skinny fat. Does that make sense? Like you're still saving your muscle. Even more so when you're working out and lifting weights, right? You can still build your muscle on keto. I don't know if y'all haven't seen those jacked like bodybuilders that are super huge and they're on keto. If you try keto, you're gonna see not just the weight loss, but all the other benefits that come with the diet, as far as the mental clarity, the focus that you have day in and day out, the better sleep that you get, and you just look good and you feel good and you just want to run around all day. So yeah, that's my way of explaining the keto diet to you. I hope you understood what that was and what the diet is. There's a lot of companies out there that are trying to make money off you, and they know how hot the keto diet is right now. So they're gonna make you a bar and gonna make you a powder and all this keto crap that will potentially bring your results down some. So there's no product that you have to buy to get into ketosis. They have like exogenous ketones, which is something that will put your body in ketosis faster and all that stuff. Your body knows what to do. You have to let your body do its thing. The quickest way to get into ketosis is actually to keep your carbs very low, because that's going to force your body into using fat for energy, because your body's got to get energy somehow, whether it's from sugar or whether it's from fat. So that transition over from going from sugar into fats is pretty intense, because we're so addicted to sugar. You don't realize how much you crave and want sugar until you start doing keto, because you'll see that you're no longer craving the same types of foods and constantly hungry like you were before. That transition from burning sugar for fuel and burning fat for fuel, your body's gonna feel like crap. That's the only way I can put it, if you don't do the right things to get rid of it. So this is called the keto flu. Now it's not actually a flu. What it is you're making your body use a whole nother energy source, right? Which is fine, your body can totally do that. But coming off, what you're feeling right there is coming off that sugar addiction. So you might get headaches, lose some sleep, you are gonna feel so tired, like so tired. I mean, that happened to me, and that's because I didn't know what I could do to maybe not even feel it at all. So I'm gonna tell you, I put my glasses on for you guys today because I want you to know that I am super smart. Yeah, so I'm gonna teach you how to not get the keto flu and to just let your body do its thing and burn fat, low energy, get that body right. I see my neighbor over there, so awkward. Hey neighbors, see me on YouTube. How to prevent the keto flu. So the amazing thing is you talk to somebody, oh, I started the keto diet 2 weeks ago and I lost 10 pounds, I lost 15 pounds. Look, you can see my bones. You lose a lot of weight at first, okay? And how does this happen? So carbohydrates hold on to a lot of water. Carbohydrates, in case you don't know what hydrates is, es agua, okay? Carbohydrates will hold on to a lot more water than anything else, right? So if you're not eating carbs, guess what? All that water weight, all that bloat, it starts decreasing. How do you see this? You see this on the scale. You start losing weight on the scale. Now this is I don't want you to get confused. This is not fat loss, this is weight loss, which means as soon as you start eating carbs again, you're gonna gain that weight back, right? Over time, you'll start seeing fat loss. So I want you, if you're gonna go on this diet, to weigh yourself, yes. Don't get obsessed over the weight, especially if you're a woman. If you're a female, your body fluctuates like crazy throughout the day, throughout the week. So measuring is key. Measurements. Get those, those tape measures. Do it around your arm, do it around your chest, your belly, your booty, your legs, and take all those measurements down. Because when you do the keto diet, you will start dropping inches. And that's what you want, okay? Don't be the person that gets obsessed over the scale and you're dropping inches, but you're not dropping weight. That's good. You're still saving your muscle. You don't want to be like flaca, you know what I'm saying? Quieres un poquito de todo, You want a little bit of, hey, you know what I'm saying? So, that's why I like this diet too. Because it's all in the right spot. Anyway, how to prevent the keto. I get off track too easily. So you're going to be excited, right? You're dropping the weight on the scale. Now, to that transition, the keto flu, all it is you don't have enough electrolytes. So carbohydrates carry on to a lot of water. When you don't have a lot of carbs, you're losing a lot of water. You're peeing it out, right? When you're doing that, you're losing a lot of electrolytes. Think about if you're running around outside and it's super hot, right? You're just sweating and sweating and sweating. You might get a headache, you're dehydrated, you don't feel good, right? You might even get nauseous. So that's because your electrolytes are all out of whack. Your potassium, your sodium, blah, 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 all of those things. A quick fix to not get the keto flu is to take electrolytes. Now you can buy little electrolytes if you'd like, or you can legit just drink water. Staying alive. You can use a grinder. Not a grinder, bro. I'm just trying to tell you to put some salt and some water and drink that, and hallelujah, it works. So when you start getting headaches and you don't feel good and you feel tired, drink some salt water. I know it's kind of gross, but you gotta do what you gotta do, baby. You're losing too much water. You gotta replace those electrolytes or you're gonna feel like crap. Ask me how I know. That nauseous feeling is not comfortable. So stay hydrated. Pickle juice. Pickle juice. I've heard people try pickle juice and then it was totally fine. So if you want to do keto, make sure when you start bringing those carbs super low, you got to read the back of things to know what's in them, right? Back of the thing. I'm going to make a whole separate video on macros and how to count them. But when you drop your carbs low, remember you have to replace all that water that you're losing. You have to replace electrolytes. If not, you're going to feel like crap. You'll remember me while you're drinking that big old glass of water with salt, because you'll feel so much better. Now, after that, it gets really exciting from this point. It'll probably take you, everybody's different, maybe 3 to 5 days go from sugar burning to fat burning, right? And this is exciting to see. There's other ways that you can test to see if you're in ketosis. The best way to know is how you're feeling. Do you have energy? Do you feel good? So like I said, it'll take longer for some people. I want to say it took me like 2 weeks, bro, because I didn't know what I was doing. I thought I had to eat so much fat and carbs, like maybe I'll have like a slice of something or whatever. And that was the issue, is I wasn't keeping those carbs down low enough to force my body to start using fat for fuel. Now, you guys, I am a nurse, okay? And this is just a diet that worked for me, but I'm not a doctor. I don't know your medical history. I don't know what medications you take, if you take any. So always seek advice from your primary doctor before you start any diet and before you take anybody's advice on the internet. I want to encourage you guys to, if you start the diet, just make sure you're eating good whole foods. Your carne, your meat, right? Your veggies, your vegetales. I need to do like a Spanish video. Would you guys like that? For my family in Mexico. The lesser ingredients that you have in your food, the better your results, right? Cabbage, spinach, aguacate, meat, right? Those are just a few ingredients. And that's probably the best advice that I can give you. Stay hydrated, drink a lot of water, read the back of your labels, and I'm gonna go into detail about macros, because you don't have to track them for the rest of your life, but I want you to have that skill and be able to be that person that goes in the store, turns something around and be like, No, puts it back. I want you to know that. So yeah, bro. And I'm so excited, guys. If you try it, let me know. This is exciting. This is good stuff. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. If people can watch me right now, I'm a hot mess. I have so much energy. You want to know what I ate today? It was a cup of coffee. That was it. And I think I'm about to go to the gym. It's like 4. I ain't even got a watch on, bro. I don't even got a watch on. It's like 4 and I'm like pumped. I'm ready to go. Now, oh, one more thing I want to tell you guys. The keto diet is a diet and everyone's got thousands of opinions on any kind of diet that you go on, right? So you're probably going to get those people that are like, the keto diet? That's bad for you. You're going to get cholesterol and you're going to die. All these things, right? There's like this and that and this and that. Try the diet. See how you feel. Watch yourself lose weight. Watch yourself want to go to the gym. Watch yourself feel good. It's good. It's good. It's good. And decide for yourself, okay? Don't let other people tell you what to eat. They ain't paying your bills, honey. They ain't paying your bills. So if this is something you want to try and you want to keep it a secret, keep it a secret. You're going to put yourself out there for people to criticize you. So you either know that this is what you want to do and don't let anybody deter you from it, because people will. People will see you losing weight and then tell you that it's bad for you. Bro, how is losing weight bad for me? Like, I don't know. I don't know where that mentality comes from, but if you're getting up and you enjoy and you're not depressed anymore, because I swear to you, no, I don't swear to you, but your moods are just elevated. If you can't tell, I'm hyped. Your moods are elevated. People are going to see that. Some people don't want to see you be successful. So I'm here to tell you, do what you want to do and figure it out for yourself. And if you have any questions, comment down below, baby. Subscribe, comment, tell your tia, tell your tío, tell your grandma if you want a mom bod 2.0, if you want a dad bod 2.0, a grandma mom 2.0. Don't get it twisted. Do your body a favor. Get into ketosis and let me know how you love it. If you guys like this video, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. Let me know how you're doing, what other kinds of videos you want to see. I do want to post about how to read the back of labels and track your macros so that you can be successful on this diet and feel and look your best. So thank you guys for watching. Y'all kill it. Oh.